It's Week 13 of the NFL.
And we'll see Mike Gesicki.
He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Right to the air is Burrow.
Looking left side, and it's complete. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On one, right?
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's get set. God.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Here we go.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach,
Here we go.
I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end.
And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Chase Brown, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First as a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Our first carry for Najee Harris. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They run again with Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Now, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Burrow on play action. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Bengals at 10-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Gun. Stop.
First carry now for Chris Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive.
Here we go.
Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the 1st half. Here's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown! Chris Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Harris running straight ahead. Runs through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They hand this off to Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now Wilson.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Wilson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's been incredible all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he just recently eclipsed the 4,000-yard mark on the season.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On one, ready?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Wilson. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here's Wilson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's hop over to New England, check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. It's the rookie, Drake May, with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
To throw is Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. To the air again, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Open man is Higgins. And I don't think he got there, no. She's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. In motion left goes a tight end. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And Burrow going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now Wilson.
Completes this one to Pickens.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing is Wilson. Completes it to Austin. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the culprit, dropping in for a 2-yard loss. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No point.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So Mike Tomlin correct in his assessment to throw the flag there.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
So that drive goes 8 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Gun.
An inside give, Brown. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's to Freiermuth. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. Finding Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
To throw again is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
On 2, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. That's some strong running. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Burrow will throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Well, the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Burrow looking to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from a yard out. And the Bengals extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team's season.
So for the Bengals, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves